Oh, Kassandra, thwarter of thieves. I appreciate you bringing a high cost back to me, but I need to ask
You
another
need help
favor.
fixing the lyre.
Perceptive, too. Look at it. Wood's gone soft, body splintered, it's toneless, tooless.
What can be done to save it?
Kressis has been having this festival for years. The town is built around it. Of course, because instruments are as fragile as a poet's heart, there's a master lyre maker at Kressis port.
Not too far away.
And since it's been proven that nothing is safe on these hills, I'll need some muscle for protection.
I can help you get there safely.
The journey will be worth your while. Come now.
I'm right behind you.
I have very fond memories of this place.
Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to Assassin's Creed. I should probably switch into warrior gear here. I'm gonna be defending this bitch. As you can see, picking up right where we left off there, doing this quest. Is that the spear that I want
Love
out?
is a liar and your home is a poetry festival? You never wanted to settle somewhere?
Oh, you sweet young child. My life isn't as simple as you make it out to be. I'm like Zephyros, needing to go where I please. I learned this the hard way.
So you care only for yourself?
If you only live your life for others, what's the point? You're nothing but a slave, a loyal beast at best.
People can get hurt.
If I had lived the life expected of me, traditional and domestic, I would have died. Died inside. And like as not, thrown myself into the sea. I know what I need.
Seems like the festival here is much less formal than the others I've encountered.
Yes, Dionysus claimed our offerings to Apollo and granted us the gift of ecstasy.
I can see why it would attract people from far and wide.
Do not misunderstand. Heathen is one
Wow, they didn't even make the fucking conversation short enough to fit the distance. So yeah, we're still doing the, I think it's called the Poet's Legacy, or a Poet's Legacy, Lost Tale. I have done quite a bit in between.
Who is making all that fucking noise?
The smell of the sea is almost enough to cover your stench, Timiha.
Raxilla, I've been gathering fruits to throw at you all week.
High praise coming from you. I need a favor. Achaikos was kidnapped by some idiot and needs a new neck.
This idiot?
Sadly, there have been many idiots on this journey.
I hired this muscle hero to get Achaikos back. Now she's keeping me company.
All right, give him here. Poor fellow's been brutalized.
But you can fix it, right?
Of course I can fix him. I am the best pair of hands you're going to find outside of Athens. Problem is, Achaikos is a special boy. I have materials, but nothing worthy of putting him together.
What materials do you need?
I have what I need for the neck, but the old one took the strings and yoke out when it snapped. Ah, there's a crack running through the soundbox. That needs to be replaced.
What should I be looking for?
Some use bone for the yoke and neck, but nothing beats wood in my opinion. Strings are made from gut, and we could use a shell for the soundbox.
Those strings don't look like guts to me.
They are. Just soaked for a long time and pulled thin. I'm sure you'll enjoy killing some legendary beast to help Achaikos sing.
I've seen some lyres with turtle shells for the body.
Not a lot of turtles on this coast, but a good sturdy conch should do the trick.
What's a yoke? And what wood do you need to replace it?
The yoke is the crossbar that all of the strings are attached to.
Sure is. It needs to bend, so a springy wood is best.
I think we all can agree on that.
I will return with the materials to repair Achaikos.
Okay. Wolf intestines. Well, that sounds like hunting, but at the same time, it's wolves, so odds are I should just go out in this gear and fuck them up. So yeah, like I said, I did do quite a bit in between, because I think when I looked it up after Vietia, or however you pronounce it, the next place on my list, oh, what was it now? Oh, it was Messenia, that's what it was. So like the next place on my list, like the next level wise place was Messenia, but as you can see, there is no fucking quest in Messenia whatsoever. Like, it's very weird that they have some of these sections. I imagine you go to the, like, you might get sent here for main quest later. They might do stuff for like the DLCs in them, but it's just weird that there's not even like one side quest in the area. So I cleared all of Messenia, and then I went down and cleared Kythera Island, which was the next place, which is good because it has the last legendary beast. So hopefully we'll have time to do that. And then it also has like a couple of side quests there. We have, what's this quest here? And he was, oh right, all right. That was a thing that happened while I was here. We'll go over that one in there. And then we have one of the statues that the guy sent us after. So yeah, we'll end up in Kythera Island. Maybe this part. We'll see how long this takes. Because after we finish this, we obviously have to, we'll head back to Sparta and talk to the kings and accuse them. I'll go over the, I don't remember what either of the king's name is. I just keep calling them old one and young one. We'll go over the few clues that we got. We never got the one from the last guy. I'm assuming either it obviously wasn't a clue from his body. So I'm assuming either you only get the clue if you manage to rescue him, or there was something that I needed, like maybe there was something else. Like, to be fair, if I went back to the fort, maybe there is a clue somewhere there, since he was a nation leader and he was a cultist, but he didn't move around. Like, he wasn't the first nation leader that was a cultist. I have had a couple other ones. Do they give me a region at all to hunt in, or just no? All right. But I mean, those other ones, they still abided by the nation leader rules, where like the lower the nation's influences or whatever, the less defended he is. And I think I said when I talked about that, like I killed him, I mean, on purpose and by accident. I mean, by accident because I didn't realize that it was that guy, because obviously I hadn't talked to them yet. But on purpose because like I just saw him standing in the middle of the fort and I think I just whipped my spear at him and killed him. Like, just like, I don't think I even like realized that was a nation leader I was killing.
I don't want to be spotted.
Like, I had marked him with Icarus, but like I was in there, I was killing guys. I'm like, oh shit, there's a guy there, and got him. It's like, oh, it's like cultist defeated, and I was like, oh, okay. And then yeah, like when we started the quest line, I was like, oh fuck. Also, apparently no fucking wolves in it. Oh, like every fucking time, like I travel anywhere, there's fucking wolves galore. I can't fucking get away from them. They're fucking everywhere. And now that I need them, it's just like, nah, there's none. But yeah, so one way or the other, I'm not going to bother to go back to the fort. I mean, we have 4 to 5 clues. I'm going to read the clues themselves, like not just like, because like when we go to the actual cultist and we go to, you know, the one that would be the king, it gives us like, oh, this king that based on like, it's like based on the clues you have, this is what we know, right? Let's just see if Icarus can find, whatever, can find any wolves, because he does mark predators. But like I'll actually go through like the clues. I think I can read them from there. Even if not, I'm pretty sure they're in my quest items. At least I hope they're in my quest items, because I would like to read them just to see. Because, I mean, there are certain things probably that would allow me to determine. Because, like I said, I've been leaning towards the old guy. Just very little reasoning behind it. Like, I don't... Just because. I mean, he's the old guy. He seems little bitchy. I kind of wish that I remembered which king assigned us which task, because I feel like that would help me determine, right? Because, like, I know that the cultists want the war to continue. And whatnot. So, like, I don't know. That actually may not help knowing which one, because I was going to say, because, like, whichever one, like, assigned me to conquer Viatia or whatever for them, like, it's like, would that mean that they are the cultists because they're sending me to do battle, or, like, they sent me to conquer it to try and kill me, maybe? Or does that mean that they're not the cultists, since apparently that place provides Sparta with very good tactical advantage, which would, in theory, allow the war to end faster, but... I mean, there's multiple reasons why somebody who is the cultist would have sent me to do that. But there's also lots of reasons why they wouldn't want me to go and do that. So, and like, we know that one of them wants, or the one that we want, or the one that is the cultist, is the one that wants Brasidas dead. Oh, you know what? There's a fucking animal cave over here. I wonder if this is wolves. Looks like it. Yes. But I once again don't remember which. Like I know he told me at one point, either during the quest with him or afterwards, when we met him back in Sparta.
Wolves are fierce animals.
I'm pretty sure he told us which king had sent him, but I don't... I like, that's way too long ago, because that was, I think, way back in Corinthia, right? And that was fucking forever ago, it seems. Like, I've been to so many places since then. The downside of doing one video a week. Thankfully, though, now that I've switched it up, 3 videos a week, it should help a lot with that kind of stuff, since, you know... Oh, I need 3 shells. I guess we need 3 shells just to make sure that we get one that's good enough, right? But yeah, like, it should help a lot with it, doing the 3 videos a week instead of the 1 a week, just because, like, it's less time in between parts, right? So, in between recording parts. Well, kind of, I guess, because I tend to do all 3 of mine at the same time. I mean, last week and this week's... Last week's was split up actually pretty well throughout the week as to when I recorded. This week's not so much. I mean, like, this video, I'm recording it on a Friday, and I usually do most of my recording, if not all of it, on Sunday. Also, is that wolf still fucking following me through the town? Sorry, man. I see that I did damage to you. So, I mean, like, that also helped last week. It helped keep it a little bit fresh in my mind since I was playing it. And that was pretty much, like, all I did last week. Because, like, the whole reason why last week's were spread out like they were, recording-wise, obviously, they were, you know, was because I had stuff to do in between each part, basically. So it's like, I guess that's more or less why Spider-Man was split up. Really, Assassin's Creed was split up because, like, I did 2, and then I, fuck off. See, now you see what I mean about the wolves, right? I can't fucking go anywhere without fucking wolves. It's the most fucking annoying thing ever. It's like, every time I go somewhere, and then, like, I was looking for wolves for how long? Nothing. After I fucking get the wolves, and I get the shells, I not only run into wolves on my way to my next objective, there's a pack of them at my next objective. Like, fucking hell, game. Make up your damn mind as to whether or not you want me to have fucking wolves attacking me or not. Like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, and, like, it would be nice. Like, last week was just a freak coincidence that I actually managed to get, like, multiple... And I'm talking about, like, last week's videos. Obviously, I recorded last week's videos the week before, but Like, it just so happened that, you know, I had the house to myself multiple times that week, so I managed to record. Like, it's not very often that that happens, that I have the house to myself for more than, like, you know, a Sunday morning. But, and sometimes, generally, I have Sunday morning and usually Monday morning, but not always. Just because, like, I work, you know, I work from Tuesday to Saturday every week. So, you know, Sunday and Monday are my only days off that I'm here. So they're the only days that I'm here in the morning so that I can record in the morning. Because that's the only time that I actually have to record videos is just mornings. So, but hey, you know, whatever. I'll take the time that I can get. I generally have enough time Sunday and Monday morning to get it all done. And it's not very often that, and as long as I plan it out beforehand and make sure that I have enough done in Assassin's Creed, basically, at this point, to do it.
You always were too rough with your fingering.
Well, that's the first complaint I've heard about it.
That was very
There he
sexual.
is, looking more handsome than ever.
You call this your best work? You're robbing me blind.
Oh, shut up and go deafen the masses with your wailing.
Thanks for the help. Here's your drachmi. I need some time to put a high cost through spaces. I might need some help after though, so swing by my tent when you have a minute.
Sure, if I'm in the area.
You know, this is, I kind of wish I knew what order these Lost Tales were released in. Just to, like, have an idea as to, like which one came first, just to see, like, how they progressed with it. Because I imagine they had, like, I imagine they probably had a couple of these done before the first one was released. Because I remember them coming out fairly regularly when they were first, like, when they first started coming out. I remember them coming out fairly regularly. And I remember, I think when this game was released, Ubisoft said something about it being that they wanted it this way with, like, the ever-changing war and whatnot. They didn't want an end to the war and that, so that they could keep supporting the game for longer. Because if the game had a definite end, which I'm assuming, like, the main storyline will have an end, but, like, the war itself won't. And they didn't want the war itself to have a definite end so that they could continue to put in stuff into this game. Like, more DLC. Like, these Lost Tales were free. And then, like, they have no, not the Fate of it. Is it the Fate of Atlantis? Yeah, I think the Fate of Atlantis. No, Legacy of the First Blade, which had 3 parts to it. Now it's the Fate of Atlantis or something that has, I think, 2 parts of it are out now. There's probably a third one. I don't know. But, you know, they just wanted this game to last longer through DLC than, like, most other games.
After all this, I wouldn't miss it.
Excellent. We team up once more.
So we're a team now. Can I still expect to get paid?
After my performance, drachmi will be in no short supply. Trust me.
You've dedicated your life to your art. You must have a lot to show for
I
it.
write 100 poems every night when I go to sleep, and I throw out 100 every morning when I wake up. Luckily, some have survived to touch people.
Do you have any favorites?
There's one I'm well known for that is very dear to me. The most beautiful thing I leave is the light of the sun. Second are the shining stars and the face of the moon. Then ripe cucumbers, apples, and pears too.
Sounds nice. But we should get going.
That was a
So,
poem.
Cucumbers!
The sun gives us the fruit of the trees, like the fruit of the loins.
In your poem, you say you leave the sun. Why?
Not me. Adonis. He's being asked upon death about the most beautiful things he's left behind. To me, there is no greater beauty than that of the sun, and the moon, and stars.
Oh! Why is he being asked this?
Adonis is beauty incarnate. What could be so beautiful that even he would be pained to leave?
You get it? You get the symbolism?
I see. Looks like we've made it.
So the first conversation they had between these
Looks
two
like my adoring fans are
wasn't
ready.
long enough
Be sure to catch the ship.
for the trip, but this conversation was actually shorter than the trip. I mean, they had to have known how long these trips were.
It's Praxilla!
I heard she was coming this year.
Praxilla! Recite something for us.
I've been reciting this poem for years. Kassandra, would you do me the kindness of allowing me to hear it anew from your lips?
I couldn't.
Nonsense. You know everything you need to do it justice. How about something new this year?
Okay.
The most beautiful thing I leave is the light of the sun.
Praise be Apollo!
Shining stars in the face of the moon. Shining eyes in the face of my lover. Wow.
The shining stars in the face of the moon.
This is one of my favorites.
Peaches, figs, and pomegranates.
Ripe cucumbers, apples, and pears too.
That's always been my favorite verse. I'm happy my poem touched you so deeply, Kassandra. Have you thought about trading your spear?
It's not a
for
very
lyre?
good poem.
I will stick to swinging swords, thanks.
Uh-oh.
It wouldn't be a poetry festival without someone causing a disturbance.
Praxilla, get to safety. I can handle them.
I'm trying to, like, there's like this guy walking through the middle of them for some reason. I'm trying not to hit him. Alright, prick. I guess I should probably... If I you, the other guy burned to death. Dumbass. I was in the middle of an animation. You can't hurt me during that. Alright, you bastard. Who dares fire... Seriously, oh, there it is. I was like, who the fuck is firing? Also, who almost killed you already? Like, you were basically dead. Like, why was that guy so injured? Like, I definitely didn't hit him. Because I didn't see any of the guys I fought run away. And there was arrows at me almost immediately. So what the fuck happened to him?
Happens every year. Some cursed idiots drink too much wine
I
and
didn't
get
know poetry
themselves
festivals
killed.
were such lively events.
Indeed. I need to take a moment to recover. Let's go back to my tent.
So, I mean, she didn't even do any of her poetry. I mean, she had Kassandra say one poem. Also, it would have been neat if, like, the actual verses that Kassandra made up would have at least lined up.
Praxilla, it has taken me long years of soul-searching and many nights of tears to bring myself to this moment. I am Archimedes, your son.
When I heard the name of the man who stole my lyre, I suspected it might be you.
I've dreamt of hurting you as you hurt me and my father 1,000 times. But I only knew you as the mother who abandoned me, and not as the artist that I just saw.
She
Just
didn't
as
do anything as an
Adonis
artist.
lamented the beauty he left behind. I too left that which was most precious to me at the death of my old self.
You're not dead. Neither of you are. Take this opportunity and see what you can build together.
Thank you for all your help.
That it? Oh, that's it. Poet's Legacy. Alright. So I think that's it for the Lost Tales period. I don't like... Well, take a quick look here at the quest log, but I don't think... yeah, that's it. That's the end of it. Also, how many more fucking things do I need? Oh my god, there's still 10 more cultists. It's weird that they jump so much, because I'm pretty sure the last amount of fragments I needed was like 7. Like, 7 from 22 is a huge fucking jump. But anyway, okay, so we'll go back now. There it is. We'll go back, we'll do this quest. And I'm guessing that we're going to accuse someone there, since we should have, in theory, had all of the clues. It's this guy here, and we're missing the one. So the sage wants to proceed his test. The sage is afraid to look weak within the cult. Person of great wealth, and a Spartan king. So all 4 of those things could apply to both parties. So let's see what we got here. With Aspea's aid, Kassandra decoded. Oh, okay. One of Sparta's 2 kings was a cultist. Upon Skylax's breastplate was a mark of Peloponnesian royalty. Okay. Red blood. The Olympic truce is hanging by a thread in these tormented times. We need to sever that thread. Now is the time to appear strong even within our own ranks. Only strength commands fear, and only fear brings respect. I'm giving you this opportunity. Don't make me look weak for trusting you. The true blood runs red. Okay, so that doesn't really... Because that would be that he's afraid to look weak. But that doesn't really help. Because just like... I could say that like the person who sent me to the Olympics wants to make Sparta look strong. So that he looks strong within the cult. But... at the same time, I don't see how that would help him look strong in the cult, you know? Like, yes, that might make Sparta look strong, but that wouldn't make that person look strong. Red blood, the king has sent Brasidas to Corinthia. He has been a thorn in our side long enough. Send him back to Sparta on his shield. The true blood runs red. P. So, if... Hang on, can I see what these other assholes have? Hydra. Okay. Yeah, he sank the shark's head. It was a good ship. Okay, so this was sent. Letter to Melanthos. Sage letter to the Mytilene shark. So his... What was his name, though? Although I'm seeing... Does it give me his name or just... It just says the Hydra. It doesn't give me his name. Does this guy have... Okay. Letter to Oiktos? Which one is that? Okay, so that was a letter to him. And how was it? And it was signed D. But this guy's name is Ezekiel. I'm pretty sure that was his full name too, Ezekiel. Alright. Because I was going to say, I mean, do these fools actually sign their own initial? Like, that would kind of make sense, but at the same time, those other things didn't really... So, I mean, it could... I don't... Like I said, I don't remember which one of the kings has which names. Like, I mean, it could be... the P... Now, the younger king is the only one where we had an interaction between him and Brasidas. Now, it went rather well, and Brasidas does seem to like him. So that does push me again towards the older king. I have a feeling that that last clue, like if you had saved What's-His-Face and got the clue off of him, I imagine that it's just like, boom, it's this guy. Like that would just be it. It'd just be like, ah, it's this one. Now... I'm assuming that something happens. Oh, whoops. That, like we accuse him, or, like I keep saying we're going to accuse him. I'm guessing that's what's going to happen. Is that we're going to accuse him, and then something will happen that will reveal whether or not we're right. So I feel like even if we accuse the wrong one, it won't be like, oh, you accused that one, you killed him. But it was wrong. I'm assuming you accused that one, you were wrong, and the real one reveals himself in some way without you having to kill the one that isn't right. Now, what happens if you do accuse the wrong one, I have no idea. What happens if I accuse him and I'm right, I have no idea. I mean, I do have some proof, but like I don't really have a huge amount of proof. Like, it's not like I have his name written down. I have a letter P that may or may not have anything to do with his actual name, considering that the Hydra guy had one signed H and another one signed M, and I don't remember what his fucking name was.
Take back our family's land?
Of course. But my purpose here is to bring down the cultist king.
You make your mother proud, Kassandra. But are you sure you have enough proof to accuse him?
I mean, I could look for more proof, but as far as I'm aware, there isn't any.
I'll gather the F4s and meet you in the throne room.
Who are the F4s?
You don't remember? Then again, you were only a child. The 5 Ephors are elected from the citizens of Sparta. They have power over even the kings. You need to convince them if you wish to save Sparta from the cult's control.
See
But
you.
what if one of them are a cultist? I mean, is it easier to become a king than to become an Ephor? I feel like if the Ephors are elected... Although, I don't know how the kings are here. So that guy's name is Archidamos. That's the old guy.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
You summoned the Ephors?
Sure.
You must have achieved some
And his name is
success
Pausanias.
with this adoring
It's a P.
crowd.
I mean...
I brought home a wreath for Sparta. Though I had to enter the games and win it myself.
Very good. But what of our Pancration champion Testicles?
There was an accident at sea before he could compete.
Games are hardly important. What about Viotia?
Stentor and I defeated the Athenian forces.
Okay, so he doesn't seem to care
nothing to
about
worry
the
about.
Olympics at all.
If you have nothing but good news to share, why did you call for the Ephors?
We were told serious charges would be brought.
Serious charges? Against whom?
So, he's afraid to look weak in the cult, and that one letter was signed P, and that one guy's name is Pausanias, so I mean, that does help with that. But he seemed really into wanting this guy, like wanting the guy at the Olympics to make sure that, well, Testicles, I guess, not necessarily me, won. Like, he really seemed into it, but the old guy doesn't seem to give a fuck. He's like, who the fuck cares? So, and like I said, this is like, we've only had the interaction between Pausanias and Brasidas. Archidamos has barely been here. We've seen more of Pausanias. I'm going to go with him because, I mean...
You act as if you don't know. Against you, Pausanias. Sparta must be rid of Pausanias before it's too late. He is a member of the cult of Kosmos and a traitor
A
to
Kosmos
Sparta.
cult? What are you going on about?
Is this some kind of joke?
I have the proof right here. Your proof is right there. You know he's
Proof
guilty.
of anything. Ephors should only be called upon for serious matters. This lack of evidence is a waste of our time and disrespectful to the thrones of Sparta. The accuser should be made an example of for all other reckless fools.
I taught her poorly. Punish me as her mother instead.
We gave you every chance to prove yourself. Invited you back for a royal audience. And this is how you repay us? What say you, Archidamos?
Kassandra and Marini of Agiad. Your names are cursed. May the Cryptia hunt you, and the Elotes scrape the meat from your bones!
Agreed. A wise ruling. Too bad you don't have a mask or a black cloak to save you this time.
You were there. In Delphi.
Hey, I was right. Literally just because he had been in the game that little bit more than the other guy. Like the base clues that we had kind of lean me towards the old guy. But then, like, we got there and the guy's like, I don't give a fuck about the Olympics. And it's like, well, if he doesn't care about the... That could have been like a who gives a fuck, but... I mean... Like, that could have been to try and throw me off, but at the same time, I feel like that's not right. So, I mean, I'm glad that I got it right, though.
Pausanias revealed himself before I was dragged out of there. So he is the cultist king. It would be wise to deal with him as soon as possible.
I will.
When you've dealt with him, meet me at home.
With pleasure.
Ares has chosen me to lead the Spartans to glory. There can only be one.
Ooh, damage with hero strike ability. Whoa, that's a good one. So yeah, glad we got him. So now,
Pausanias is part of the cult of Kosmos.
okay, well, if we're gonna be doing this though, definitely need my assassin gear back on. Let's go kill this fucker.
I'll have to kill him myself.
5-star bounty, that seems about right. I did accuse a king after all of being a thing. or being a cultist. I mean, that does make sense. I'm gonna assume that I kill this guy, and then I can't imagine that the bounty will be removed as soon as I kill him, just because, like, that would be weird. You know, like, I accuse a guy and then I kill him. I feel like that doesn't correct the mistake. I feel like that would make it worse. I imagine I must find, like, extra proof on him or some shit. I'm also assuming that the leader mark there is the other king guy. I'm also assuming that I can't reach him. I'm guessing you can't kill any, like, the other guy. Like, there's no way that they would allow that, because you kind of... Yeah, that would probably be bad. Sparta kind of does need a king. Although, they got rid of Athens. I guess they got rid of Athens leader. I haven't actually checked to see if I can kill him or not. The new guy. Because, I mean, they did get rid of that guy, the guy that was leading them at the beginning. But then, you know, did, after all, have a replacement ready and waiting, so... Alright, you prick. Fucking called it. Honestly, even with, like, even with the comment on the games, on the Olympics, if he had been in, like, if the other guy hadn't had that, like, 5-second interaction, because as far as I remember, it did go well between him and Brasidas, but just the fact that it happened, and that one of the clues is that he doesn't like him and wants him dead, was like, well, if he doesn't like him and want him dead, they would have wanted to have an interaction that showed that. And he was the only one that had any interaction with Brasidas. Because, I mean, obviously Brasidas was in the throne room with us at one point. And had kind of interaction there. But, I mean, that's different. I need a... Hey, buddy. How dumb are you? Let's see. Oh, you're that amount of dumb. Holy shit. God, you gotta love stupid-ass NPCs. Come here, buddy. That's not what I meant to do, by the way.
Stop fooling around and fight.
Oh, no, you're not getting away yet. Unfortunately, now I do have to finish this up. Let's just get this kill confirmed and get the fuck out of here.
You're done making trouble.
Alright, cultist defeated. So was the P then a clue? Like, was that actually a clue? But if that's the case, then... Oh, what did I learn of the ghost? Controls both sides of the world. The ghost longs for freedom. So, wait, if the ghost longs for freedom, does that mean that she, as it turns out, is, like, in some kind of trouble? Let's see. One day soon, Kosmos will demand this war's end. When that day comes, you shall be victor. I have gifted you Megaris, Arcadia, and will gift you Viatia. Soon I will gift you Arkadamos. The other child of the bloodline will believe him to be the cultist king and tear him down. Let it happen. Enjoy the show. For these gifts, I ask only one thing in return. Unite the Greek cities under one banner, mine, and raise all those who oppose you to the ground. So, wait a minute. Gifted you Megaris and Arcadia. Where we? Oh, wait, let me see. Megaris and Arcadia. Where's Arcadia again? Arcadia is there. Were we sent to Arcadia at all? It's the Golden Field. I don't... we were, weren't we? Oh, that's where that other guy was. Okay, so that doesn't help us because we didn't take Arcadia. Megaris was where the wolf was, so I don't know how that would have... Right? That's... yeah. So, I mean, that really didn't have anything to do with it. Okay, so she gifted him those two, but we had nothing to do... Well, I mean, we did have something to do with Megaris, but... Although that wouldn't help us, because one of the... Like, that other dude came and got us and sent us there, so... While we did help, and we were sent there by the cult, we weren't sent there... We've already killed the guy who sent us there. Also, the fuck? Oh, right. So that doesn't help. I'm still guessing that it's what's-her-face, the dude's wife. Who's this? Just because she's been in the game a bit. You have set fire to the waves as Kosmos commanded, but soon peace will come. When it does, you must rise above your wayward ambition to be controller of the seas. Imagine the world Kosmos has shown me. None shall sail without sail under you. You will own the seas and the land as king and queen ruling, and I the land. Okay, so that doesn't help us. You and your heroes have been shackled to this dying war for too long. Soon Kosmos will bring us peace, and when he does, that peace will need enforcement. You will be the enforcer. The sage worshipper will be my spirit. Sage on my sight, but you shall be my hand. Those who oppose my will, the will of Kosmos manifest, will be yours to punish. Take revenge for all you've suffered through these violent times. That doesn't help. A great rift is dividing the people of Athens. Soon the rift must be healed. The world will fall under one rule, ours. Your many eyes must look within those city walls and snuff out those who would seek to oppose our rule. Let Athens be an example for the world. Share nothing you see with the cult. What your eyes see, what your ears hear, is for me alone to know. Kosmos does not command. Okay, so none of these have actually helped us reveal, like, to show who it is. I'm guessing by this one, though. Because he also said, we'll gift you, and will gift you Viatia. But nobody, I mean, like, there was that one cultist, but she was on the other side against Sparta. So I don't know how that was going to help. But anyway, it says that she will gift you Archidamos. So I'm assuming that we're about to come across our bro again. And have to fight him, if I had to guess. God, still being hunted. Alright. Because I'm guessing she's about to send him out to do something. Oh, God. Okay, I need to stand up here. Yeah, no, I didn't want to, Also, did I say the false lioness or the false Leonidas? Because I feel like, depending on what that said, I should maybe turn around and kill that one. Oh, it is the false Leonidas. All right, buddy, come here. I have an issue with your name. Oh, bugger off, you fucking civilian pricks. That's got to be like one of the dumbest things in this game, where it's like, oh man, that chick just fucking annihilated that guy. I can take her. Like, she just annihilated that heavily armed mercenary who had the drop on her. It's like, I got this, man. I'll fucking fist fight her. It's like, dude, are you fucking serious right now? It's like, piss off. Oh, wait. I just want to get back into my other armor to do this, just because it looks really good. I like this armor set a lot, the silver armor set. And I know she doesn't wear the helmet in the cutscene, but, you know, still. I like the armor too much. I'm tempted to just change all my armor to it.
You are condemned to be hunted!
I should have been more certain before accusing Pausanias. He is a plague on Sparta and its territories.
And you say you are sure now? Where is he, so he can defend himself?
It doesn't matter.
It does to me.
I found proof he was a member of the cult of Kosmos. Undeniable proof. This letter was written and signed by Pausanias' own hand, outlining the progress of their plans in Sparta.
What is this cult of Kosmos? You've mentioned them over and over, as if I should know.
They're a secret group with one goal: to seize power. And they are using this war to strengthen their position.
I find it difficult to think Pausanias was using Sparta this whole time. We've ruled together for years. I'll speak with the F-Force to confirm what you say. But if it's true, you deserve to be called a Spartan citizen once more. And of course, your family home is yours again.
Thank you.
One more thing.
Yes?
Should you decide to rule Sparta yourself, at least let me face you in battle.
I'm not made for ruling, my king.
Yeah, she's really not. She tends to just kind of, you know, go with her gut, which, you know, is working out for her so far, but I feel like ruling a country might change that. I feel like I could rule a video game country. There's a lot, you know, less to it than ruling a real-life country. I would never attempt to rule a real-life country. Not even a small one. But, you know, video game countries, they're a lot easier to deal with. But I highly doubt that my skills in that would transfer over to real life. I feel like a lot of people would get annoyed at me if I was ruling a country as if I was playing a game.
What's gone?
There was a skull here, a small rabbit skull, from your first hunt.
Why would someone take that?
There is only one person who would have taken it. Nikolaos.
Maybe seeing each other again made him think of this place. It did the same to me.
Seems I wasn't the only one yearning for home.
So what
I
he
hope
came in?
I'm not intruding.
Oh, that's
Brasidas.
Brasidas.
Come in.
It's good to see the two of you back home.
It feels good to be here.
You're here instead of in training. What's wrong?
I'm heading to Pylos as soon as I can. I think you may want to...
I'd be happy to return the favor. What's waiting for us in Pylos?
Glory. The Athenians are pushing the Spartans back even as we speak. It would be a devastating loss for Sparta, and I can't allow that to happen.
It sounds like you've lost confidence in Sparta's warriors.
They're as strong as they've ever been. But now they're facing a power they can't even imagine.
Do you mean Demos?
Yes, that's what the rumors say. A force of nature in the body of a mortal who can cut down any soldier in his path.
If Demos is in Pylos, we have to stop him.
I'll wait for you at the ship, but be quick. Each moment we waste is another Spartan dead.
Alexios is in Pylos. You have to bring him back, Kassandra.
Bring him back?
We have our home again. We can be a family. It isn't too late.
I'll do what I can, Mother. But I can't promise anything.
Please, don't say that yet.
The cult of Kosmos has had too much time with him. He is beyond reason.
Isn't it worth trying everything we can?
And if I can't save my brother?
Then we will have tried. We thought him dead for so long. I refuse to give up just yet.
I'll do what I can. I should leave for Pylos now.
Be safe, Kassandra.
You know, I'm not even sure where that is. Like, I honestly don't even know where Pylos is. Alright, let's see where that is. Because it's not the next place we're going, I know that. It's got to be one of these islands up here, right? I almost love that. Nope. Pylos. Okay, maybe it's like a city, not... Hey, give me the, like, there you go. The Battle of Pylos. Where the fuck is that? I gotta wait for the fucking thing to load, really? Where are... Oh, there it is. Pylos is... Oh, it's in Messenia. That is technically the next place that we go to. Let's see how much time... Well, we only got like 10 minutes left, so... We will do that next time. We will definitely do that next time. But... Since we only got like 10 minutes left, we'll go and hunt the hyena. Which is weird because... You know, every animal up to this point has had, like, a standard counterpart, you know? We've hunted, like, bears, boars, whatnot. Like, we've fought lots of... Well, I fought lots of bears, boars, wolves. Killed some deer, and, you know, all the legendary things have been just, like, bigger, like, unique versions of them, right? But, like, no, haven't been any hyenas. If there is, I mistook them for wolves. Which, you know, considering how hostile creatures are in this game, I'm sure you could forgive me for that. For not paying attention to whether they were a hyena or not. Alright, so do I want to go into this with my assassin gear and switch it, or do I just, and then switch it to warrior, or do I just want to go warrior? I mean, I could also try and go hunter, but that's a lot riskier considering that I have to get close for that. I think we'll just stick with the good old plan strategy that has worked for the other legendary beasts. Ooh, although I don't have... Oh, look at that. It actually is just like a big fucking hyena. Which is weird. Like, it's very weird. It looks good. I didn't know that there was hyenas in, like... Oh, God. He fucking leaps from so fucking far. How the fuck are you supposed to... Man, that leap of his is... Oh, God. Oh, fucking Christ. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, there it goes. Go, get that. Oh, I don't like that he howled there. Does that mean that... You know, overpowered attacks that, like, actually, like, lock the character down when you do them. Like the sword one in that. When you use it against animals, it obviously doesn't lock the animal down because none of the animations would make sense for it, right? But, like... At least with those ones, when you hit the guy with them, it does full damage because it just does all the damage in one big chunk instead of spreading it out over like the individual hits of the overpower attack. It just does it all in one solid like shunk and they're dead, right? Well, not necessarily, but you know, still you get the point. You know, why can I never fucking remember where the hell this temple is? It's like, I know that it's like on my screen right now, isn't it? It's like... Okay, seriously, where the Why can I never find it? It should be marked on my map right now. It should have a big gold fucking thing on it. Be like, hey, I'm right here, you prick. Like, where the fuck did it go? Because I know there's like a fast travel point like right fucking on top of it. It's not that one. Ah, here it is. Right? This one? Ah, there you go. The Temple of Artemis. I don't know where the fuck the quest marker is. Frick. But yeah, like it's... Because here's the thing, right? Like the spear is a very good weapon for combat because it's got a very long reach. It can pierce through multiple enemies. It's very quick. And like I said, it's got, like, the reach is the main thing, right? But the overpower attack for it is, it's not the best. Like, I'm not, like, it doesn't need to lock down the person, but it does, like, it should at least track the person, right? Like the hyena there dodged it, most of the attack. But, like, fighting animals with it, like, oh, what the fuck? Because she's not at the Temple of Artemis anymore. All right. Alright, what the fuck direction am I facing? This way. So she's somewhere, she's quite a distance actually this way. So like where? Oh, she's way over here in Chios. Oh, because it's the hunted forest of Artemis. Well, fucking Christ. Alright, where's the nearest port? Of course it can't be on the side of the island that fucking... God damn. Is there a different port, maybe a little closer, or at least facing the same or the right direction? No? But you, Samos. Ah, there you go. You have a port right there. Fuck. That's why I couldn't find it. It's not there. But yeah, like the fact that they lock it down for like the other weapons. I don't know about all of them. Because I really only used swords, daggers, and spears, I think. I don't think I've touched the heavy weapons at all. Because I don't really... I prefer speed over the damage. I'm a very dodgy kind of player. I'm not so much into the blocking, as you can tell by me almost never parrying. But, like, it's... Like, when you're fighting the animals... Obviously, not very many animals you need to use an overpower attack on. But, like, generally you hit them with the first hit, and then they dodge backwards. And that's more or less it. Like, the hyena I did get a couple times after that. Oh, right. I forgot that I did that. I tried to heal, but I forgot that on my hunter outfit, I do have a cursed weapon to double my damage. I'm also assuming that... I don't actually know if that works for the bow. Like, I have the double damage, but it may only double the damage of... the weapon, not necessarily like every weapon, but the fact that I'm constantly cursed with it kind of leads me to believe it does. Just because that would be like a real shit. Also, as you can see, I did change my crew members. They are now the Cult of Ares people. Because I unlocked that for doing something. But yeah, like, for the most part, you hit that. And even with, like, human targets, you hit them with the first hit of the spear overpower. And they end up dodging it most of the time, especially, like, certain enemies. Like, with the other overpower attacks that lock them down. If you see them about to go into an overpower attack, you can just, like, boom, lock them down. Yours overrides theirs. And that's that. But obviously with the spear one, odds are if they're going for an overpower attack and you activate yours, that will stop you. Like, you won't get locked down in theirs. But a lot of the overpower attacks have them blasting past you if it doesn't connect. And because it doesn't technically connect, they just go blasting past you. And Kassandra, like, you can't turn her while she's doing all of those motions. So what I may honestly do is change out my one spear. Because actually, I think the one spear I use doesn't even increase warrior damage. Like, it increases damage with spears, but it doesn't increase warrior damage. So I don't know if you can have a sword or something that increases damage with spears. That wouldn't make a lot of sense. But I'm going to see if maybe I have a better sword that just increases that to have as my secondary with my one spear. And then just use my spear for combat and then switch to the sword if I need to do an overpower attack. Just so that, like, I have that lockdown. I have that full damage. At this point, I'm not 100% sure it would actually be worth it since all the legendary animals are dead. And like I said, while humans do dodge the overpower attacks sometimes, they're not nearly as good at it as animals are. Like, animals will dodge an overpowered attack from a spear, like no problem. But humans do have issues dodging it, especially, like, if it's one-on-one, generally you're good, because, like, you'll focus on one guy, obviously, because it's one-on-one. And, like, even though they dodge out, they're also the only one there, and, for some reason, the game doesn't, like, their strategy doesn't take into account that you're doing an overpower attack and that you're invulnerable during that period, which is technically good because it wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense if they're like, no bother attacking her. She's invulnerable right now during that animation, right? It's like, that wouldn't make sense. So, like, a lot of times, like, they'll dodge, and if they dodge backwards, they'll come right back in and just get hit again. But if they dodge sideways, for the most part, like, because you'll hit them with the first one. And then if they dodge sideways, they avoid the big sweep motion that she does during the overpower. And then obviously after that, she continues to just stab forward. So, I mean, then they, I guess, technically get some free hits. Not that it does any damage. Unless it does do damage, in which case, if it does, I haven't noticed, but I'm pretty sure you're invulnerable during that. But yeah, I might want to look up, like, I'm going to look at my swords to see if I have a better one, and I'm going to look up to see if this, like, damage boost, like that 100% damage boost, affects the bow if it's not on the bow.
Beast Slayer, I'm glad to see you, Daphne. I didn't think you would be. The path I set you on is fraught with danger. You could have been killed, or given up. No danger could have kept me from seeing you again. Maybe you're getting ahead of yourself. Maybe. Here, the hyena's pelt. Take it. These flea-ridden carrion eaters disgust me. We must learn to see the beauty in all things. You're right. It's just an animal doing what's in its nature. Aren't we all? That should be all the pelts. Yes. But your trial is not yet over. What do you mean? You have proven yourself a mighty hunter in the eyes of Artemis, but there is one creature you have yet to defeat. This animal is no simple prey. Meet me and my sisters on the cliff overlooking our village for your final test. Wait! Why the secrecy? Because it's more fun this way.
Okay. So we got one more animal to hunt. Could be a big cat, I would assume. I mean, cats are generally... Like, it's not going to be a passive animal. Like, I guess technically the deer wasn't passive, but you can now craft death arrows. I could already craft death arrows. Alright, let's see what the hood looks like, though. Because, I mean, for some reason, the chest piece came with the face paint, so... And now that I got it all, it should have upgraded all of them to 62, but it did not. It upgraded them all to 58 for some reason. That's about right. Also, was that an actual... It wasn't even an increase, but I'll keep it anyway, because it increases my damage with abilities, and I can always engrave it a bit. So yeah, that's that quest chain almost done. I honestly thought that would be it. I did not expect another quest afterwards, so we won't do this quest next time. And I say this knowing that you guys couldn't make me do it, because I'll have the other two parts recorded beforehand, before this part even comes out. So I also don't see the clothes make the daughter. I mean, it would have to be... Seriously? Why can I not find any of these fucking quests? Like... art leaving... Oh, right. That's the statue. Oh, because I don't even have the quest yet. Alright. So anyway, I imagine that'll come into play in a second here. We'll see what the actual quest is called and then look to see where it is. Ooh, new engraving. Oh, is that Orichalcum? Nope. Are you not going to give me the other quest? Oh, there's 156 meters. Oh, they're right there. You know what? We might do this quest next time. I'll leave it here. We'll start with this quest and then go over and slap Alexios upside the head. Maybe bring him home. But yeah, that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching. And I shall see you on Wednesday.